Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. So, the war in Yemen, actually, United States of America and Great Britain's war on Yemen or on the Houthis. Why do I say on Yemen? Because they violate the country's airspace. Yemen is a country, right? Is independent, sovereign, and you violate it without a declaration of war. You hit inside of a country, and if that's allowed one way, that means it's allowed both ways, which that means Yemen possibly or anybody else can hit inside Great Britain or the United States of America if we are to be just. But we're not. They are not. But they keep us safe, therefore we can be unjust, right? It seems like that's the way it goes. The United States targeted again, they say, Houthi anti-ship missiles in new strike on Yemen. All right, let's see. I have two articles and I have two maps. So let's start with the article from Reuters, 123 PPP. Exclusive. U.S. targets Houthi anti-ship missiles in a new strike on Yemen, officials say. Now, this is what they tell us. How many civilians did they kill? Any? They don't tell us. They hit only military targets. So they say. Do you believe them? At your own risk. But when the Houthis or anybody else hits, always the Russians or Iranians or Syrians, they always kill civilians. We never, ever, never. Okay, you got that? Washington, the U.S. military on Tuesday, today, carried out a new strike in Yemen. Yemen is not I don't know, on the moon or something, or in California. That's a sovereign independent territory. Against 4 Houthi anti-ship ballistic missiles. 2 U.S. officials told Reuters the latest move against the Iran-aligned group over its targeting of Red Sea shipping. Of whose? Of whose? U.S.? Britain? No, but the bully boy was activated. The shackles were unlocked, and he was sent into the neighborhood to bring justice and keep us safe. One of the officials said the missiles were struck because they were being prepared to target ships in the region. The U.S. strike came a day after Houthi forces, okay, so self-defense protection, okay? Forces hit the U.S.-owned and operated dry bulk ship Gibraltar Eagle with an anti-ship ballistic missile. Why did they hit the American ship? Is it because the Americans protecting some other ships of some other country and other interests? So you stick your nose in something, you get scratched a little bit and say, I want to fuck you up as a self-defense. Why did you get involved? You know, let me show you United States of America. The way I see it, and this is not because I disrespect them, but this is the way it seems that like we are chained by those fuckers, right? We are changed like that, chained. And this is the military that's released military, political power, economic power to destroy whomever those guys at the end of the chains decide to release you at. This is what we are. This is what we are seen as, okay? This is what we are seen as through our behavior. Fighting for others, beating everybody else, that those guys that hold the chains, they dictate. Strong, but shackled. So let's go back to the article here. Houthi attacks on Red Sea shipping have continued. Okay, next one. ABC News. U.S. carries out a new airstrike against Houthi in Yemen. Let's see. At approximately 4:15 a.m. Sana'a time, U.S. forces struck and destroyed 4 Houthi anti-ship ballistic missiles prepared to launch. They were ready to do it, but we stopped them. Yes, oy vey, thank you very much for keeping us safe. Launch for Houthi-controlled area of Yemen, said a statement issued by U.S. Central Command. The third U.S. military strike against Houthi targets was launched because the 4 missiles posed an imminent threat, like Iraq. Remember, imminent threat to merchant vessels and U.S. Navy ships, according to U.S. officials. Remember when Iraq posed an imminent threat and danger to us? You remember? That's how the story was in the middle. The first one was Saddam Hussein, after September 11, 2001, Saddam Hussein trained and organized the attacks on September 11. Was that true? Then they said, no. Actually, Saddam Hussein trains terrorists in general. Was that true? And then they said, oh, no, wait a second. No, they have weapons of mass destruction. Yeah, thank you, man. Here is the Oscar. Yeah, we have they have the weapons of mass destruction, and they are an imminent threat. They want to use it. It's an imminent attack on our freedoms. Why? Because they hate our freedoms. Not because we were like that guy chained. No. We were not like that. They hate our freedom because we are chained, but we're free somehow. And then what was that? Let's do it. It's an imminent threat. They have what? They have chemical weapons. They're ready to unleash on its own people. Saddam Hussein is crazy. That's their crazy. It's not my crazy. And these guys lied to me that he's going to come and do something to me. Nevertheless, they said, we're going to attack them. And after they attacked, didn't find that. They said, what should we do now, bud? Tell them we brought freedom and democracy. My God, that was genius. Well, it's not genius, but these are baboons, aren't they? Yeah, unlike us, right? So, why do they hate us? They hate us. They hate our freedoms. You know what? We brought freedom and democracy because we're better. And people like, yeah, man, yeah, we are, yeah. Why? They tell us so. Scratch my balls and give me the beer. Yeah, my friends, let me show you, let me see if these guys tell us where they hit those targets. They tell us here how bad those guys were and how great we are. They are, not we, because they get us in problems. Confirmed ballistic struck Mesographia, a Maltese flag. Okay, they still tell us how many things. No, they don't tell us where they hit them. Let me see here on the articles, Reuters articles. I was waiting for them to tell me exactly where those ships or their things were. No, you should know, actually. No, they don't tell us. So if tomorrow, let's say, the administration, these guys that are in charge of you and I, it's not us, it's them against us. They come and say, you know what, we destroyed a bunch of terrorists over there. Like, I know, 12 billion terrorists, we destroyed them in Yemen. What do we say? There's no 12 billion on this planet. Shut the fuck up, denier. Hey, you're unpatriotic. You are a Putin stooge or whatever you are. So even if they can say whatever they want, there's no way for you to verify that. How are you going to verify it? You're going to listen to what the Yemen news are saying? Or what, Russia Today or Sputnik? So they can tell you whatever communique they say. We're beating them, we're beating. Like the Ukrainians were winning for the past 2 weeks, 2 years, they've been winning in Russia. The same, we're winning and the Russians were losing. Just look over the map, an updated map, and see who's who, what's what. I'm not saying the Russians were advancing, but Russia doesn't fight Ukraine. Russia fights that guy chained, plus everybody else that don't want to be scratched. That's the problem. These guys are trying to hurt Russia with Ukraine, unfortunately. They make them fight, and these guys are just behind. Now, there's like, how do you call it, the animal trainer, the tiger trainer, the lion trainer in a circus. Not the clowns. The clowns are others that show up in front of the TV camera and tell us that we're going to fight Putin and Putin deserves. Those are the clowns. They release the clowns where something goes bad in a circus, right? Sometimes. Now what's going on over here? They are like that tamer. They goes with the tiger and the lions. He's got a long whip and a long pole. This is Ukraine. And Poland and others that will get it. So they hit the tiger or the bear with that, and the bear cannot fight these guys. So this is very tough over there. Yes, he is. But why? Because he can only inflict pain and damage on the lion through these guys. And the lion catches sometimes the pole and destroys the pole. The guy gets another pole. He catches the whip and takes it from the guy's hand. He gets another whip. That's why Romania, Poland, the Baltic states, Bulgaria will be, Armenia, Georgia are the next pole or whip. That's the way it goes. And this guy doesn't want to be touched at all. So he wants to destroy that guy with everybody else who's being destroyed, and he's going to be coming like in the Second World War. Hey, we're coming over here, and you are all destroyed, and we're going to bring the Marshall Plan, which is we're going to invest by taking over your industries and the politics and occupy your country. Hey, that's a Marshall Plan. You owe us, actually. Okay. Anyway, my friends, I'm going to go on and on with this thing. So, yeah, they destroy it. Let me show you a little bit where this garbage occurs. So this is Middle East right here. Just so you know, that's no United States of America in this area. So this is Yemen right here in this strange color down here, dark green or whatever it is, brown almost. So this is Yemen, and Israel is right here. That's about all you need to know. And then we get to the next one. This is Yemen. I was hoping that they're going to tell us, hey, we hit this area, we hit this, we hit that. They didn't give us. The capital is right here, Sana'a. The Americans want to or we're going to have probably military bases all along this coast. And they're going to keep bombing everybody inside here. And keep them at bay, and keep them safe. And then he comes back, the guy shackles America again and sends him towards Iran. Because that's the whole goal here. It's not Yemen, it's not the Houthis. The Houthis were fighting the Saudi Arabia and other guys for the past, 10 years or something like that. The United States were just providing logistics and military and money and testing their weapons. That's it. It's not Yemen. If they really have something to do with Yemen, would have done it then. But no, it's Israel and Iran. That's the goal. Anyway, thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.